bet you won't wanna give yourself to.
Good morning. I'm still really tired.
Baby, when the lights go out, it's like we're the only
So, there's really no excuse to not vlogging every week except for the fact that there's been a lot going on. But hey, when is there not something going on? So, I should have definitely been vlogging, but the quality is going to be really, really bad because my iPhone broke a couple days ago, and hopefully I start working by the end of this week because I have an interview tomorrow. I'll probably make a video about how that goes, but yeah, I mean, things have just been like really crazy lately. So, and I'm trying to work on like not vlogging so close to my face because, you know, you can't really see me when I do that. Update, I have lost a lot of weight. Like, it's ridiculous. Just since my last vlog, I feel like I've shredded a good 10 pounds. Oh yeah, and I dyed my hair. It's like this crazy dark midnight blue color. Cam dyed his too. But yeah, I mean, I don't even really know if I want to go into what happened. I guess I'll talk about it because it's a lot. Might make an interesting video. So, let me get situated here and tell you a little story. So, I want to say that this happened last week. I think. I don't know. There's just been so much going on. Oh, okay. I don't want to run on and on and on about this because it's not a very positive thing to talk about, but I feel like for my own sanity, I should talk about it. So we have this neighbor. I don't want to put his name in this video, so I'm just going to call him Bob, okay? That's not his real name, but that's what we're going to call him today. So Bob, he's been hanging out here a lot. Ever since I came home from UVA with Cam and Adaria, you know, he's been coming over here like almost every single day. It was whatever, thought he was a cool person, you know, we vibed on a lot of different things. Things were cool. I mean, he would come over, share things with us, we'd share things with him, like my family and me and him all would share things together. And everything was all cool. You know, we just thought we had made a new friend. Alright, sorry about that. This phone that I'm using right now, like, has no memory card or anything, so I'm really roughing it right now until I have enough money to get a camera and a new phone and all that. Anyway, so yeah, so Bob had been coming over here, and like I said, we were just sharing everything, and like the boys, which by boys I mean Cam and like my brother and another family friend that, you know, comes over regularly, would all joke around with him. They weren't being serious, but I mean, if you're having a bad day, I can understand, like, you don't want someone, like, kind of, like, jokefully bashing you. Like, it's not like they were being serious or, like, actually meant the things that they were saying, but, so, like, he brought that up. That was the first thing that had happened. He just kind of said, you know, like, you guys need to back off, like, it's not funny anymore, whatever. So they did. Well, you can't expect someone to, you know, stop joking with you if you don't stop joking with them. So if you're going to make a joke towards someone else, expect for them to make one back. You know what I mean? So that was like a whole thing. He got really mad at Cam and like bucked up at him one day. I wasn't here for this, but my brother and Cam were there. and like he threw things at him and just was acting completely out of character. And keep in mind, Bob is on medications for like bipolar and something else. So I mean, he does have some issues, and he had, you know, a rough past, but I mean, we all do here, so it's not an excuse for what he did. Well, a few days after the incident happened where he bucked up at Cam, he messaged my phone, he texted me, and he said that he was tired of us using him, which made no sense because no one is using anyone. We all shared everything together. We had no reason to use him. And then he mentioned that, like, people in this neighborhood told him to stay away from us and stay away from our road. I know that's a lie because we have a new baby. There's been a lot of other things that's been going on. My mom's brother, her uncle, he's really sick right now. Like, and even before all of this had even happened, we don't talk to anyone around here. We talk to maybe one or two people around here, and they wouldn't say that. So, I mean, he's just, at this point, a pathological liar. Well, he also let us borrow an AC unit for the baby's room, and he asked for it back. And I told him that as soon as I found one to replace the one that I was going to give back to him, I would give him that unit back. Well, the day that he asked for it back, I said, okay, sure, I'll, put it outside for you to come and get. I just need to let the baby wake up from her nap first. Well, before I could even, get the baby fed and all that stuff, there's a police officer knocking at her door, asking for the unit back. And I just kind of was like, really? Like, I told him that I was going to bring it back. Like, there's literally no reason that you had to get the police involved. So, I was just like, whatever. I just kind of brushed it off. Like, he's just being petty. It's whatever. So we give him his unit back. Literally an hour later, a CPS worker and an investigator is knocking on the door asking for me. And I'm the one who answered the door. And I was just like, what the heck is going on? Like, why is CPS here? At that first moment when they told me who they were, like, I just started shaking and getting really angry. Well, she told me that claims had been made against me saying that I had hit and shook my baby. I literally can't even explain to you, like, how upset, how angry I was, because it already had been, like, a long day. I was so angry. Cam was angry. The whole family was angry. I mean, that is such a ridiculous and disgusting lie to make up on someone. And we already know that Bob is the one who called. And it's just out of spite. And, like, I know a lot of people, because I, have been opening up to my friends about it and everything. And a lot of my friends have kids themselves and family. And they were like, yeah, like, people just do that. Like, and they don't understand, like, honestly, if you make a false CPS call, like, yes, you are affecting the parents, but you're affecting the child a lot more than you are the parent. Because that child is going to have to sit in an emergency room for hours, chance the risk of getting sick, and also having to look at doctors being poked and pricked for no reason. For literally no reason. So I'm still going to make a video about this eventually. It's just, obviously, there's been a lot going on. But Adaria was born with HIE, which is a big word basically for brain injury. And she has been diagnosed with CP, cerebral palsy, and she's also been diagnosed with something else called dystonia, which makes her, like, twist her muscles around. She just gets really, really tight. So she has to see enough doctors as it is. She has to get MRIs and CAT scans way more than a baby or anyone should. I mean, that's a lot of radiation to be exposed to. And she had to get an x-ray when we took her to the emergency room for literally no reason. Because that baby is, like, literally the happiest, like, little baby in the entire world. She smiles first thing in the morning. She's always happy, always smiling, always taken care of. So it's just, if you're gonna go that far out of your way to make, like, an allegation up like that is so so low, so disgusting, so horrible of you as a human being. Like, I don't care how angry you are, how mad you are, like, don't ever make something up like that. Like, that is just not right. You're putting so much stress on innocent people that have nothing to do with your crazy, okay? That's not the only thing he did either, but so the CPS worker, she didn't really make it clear that I had to take Adaria that night. I didn't think it was that serious because they had came into the house and obviously saw that there was nothing wrong with her. She even looked up at them and smiled. And they were like, oh wow, like she's already smiling and she's so young. And I was like, yeah, she smiles all the time. And she just turned 3 months, by the way, a few days ago. Happy about that. My baby's getting so big. But yeah, like, it was just ridiculous. And basically, so the next morning, she called me and she was like, I just heard that you never took the baby to the hospital. And I was like, well, we had no way to, because Cam's friend, his best friend, was having a cookout. And we weren't going to miss it because he really hasn't got much time to spend with the baby. So we weren't going to push it off again. And I didn't think, again, it was that serious because she didn't really make it seem like it was because she knew the baby was fine. So, I wake up that morning really angry. It was a Friday morning. I was really mad because I hadn't got much sleep the night before. I know Adaria hadn't got much sleep, and like her nap time is usually around 11, and she'll sleep until about 2 and wake up to eat again. So I was not happy about that because we had to take her. I had to feed her, get her ready, pack a diaper bag, literally doing all of this for no reason. Put her in the car. She hates her car seat. We get to the hospital. And, and pretty much, like, the CPS worker was telling me, like, if we don't take her now, that she was going to come and take the baby. So, we had to go and take her. We take her. We're waiting for 4 hours at the emergency room. They give her an x-ray, and it's just, like, pushing her down in all these weird positions, and, like, she's screaming her head off. Like, I could tell, like, it was so stressful for her, and, like, of course it was stressful for me and Cam, and my mom was the one who took us, so, like, we were all stressed out. But, I mean, really, the main reason that I'm so upset is because Adaria had to go through that, be exposed to more radiation than she needed to be, and being seen by more doctors that she needed to see. So that part was just ridiculous. Well, he also made a false claim that we were abusing my grandfather, which he lives here too. They had said that we hit him, that we verbally abuse him. I mean, just a bunch. This is gonna take a while. Anyway, just a bunch of nonsense for no reason. Bunch of lies and bullcrap. Okay, so also, my mom's car had to be inspected, and he knew this before we stopped talking to him. And I guess he thought that, like, we didn't go and get the car inspected. So my mom actually took Adaria to go and visit my grandmother, which I call Nana. So she was going to visit my Nana and my aunt and my uncle that's sick and my little cousin. And while my mom was gone, oh my god, this neighborhood is so loud. There's just like trucks on each side, like just revving up and starting for the day. So while my mom was gone, a tow truck pulled down our road. Tow trucks, I mean, I lived here before I moved back because I used to live in Richmond. And then I moved back here right before I had the baby. But I mean, before I ever moved to Richmond, I lived here for 14 years. So I know this neighborhood pretty well. Never, ever seen a tow truck come down here unless they were called. So yeah, someone had to have made a call for the tow truck to come down our street and stop and look in our driveway, okay? So this guy, Bob, has already called the police, CPS, is it APS? Yeah, APS, and a tow truck. That is ridiculous. Over what? He's the one that bucked up, said we were using him, said this, said that. And I mean, I forgot to mention this earlier. We did confront him because we, like, saw that he was, like, starting drama and, causing lies, or not causing lies, but telling lies and causing problems and issues, like, within us, like, as a family and, like, friends and stuff. And, like, we tell each other everything. So, like, when we would come together and, like, say, oh, well, Bob said this, Bob said that, everyone would be like, what? I didn't say that. Like, why would I say that? So then, you know, we just kind of put two and two together and was like, this guy is lying, obviously. So I guess he had never been confronted before. So I think that's what really set him off. I mean, like, I don't think it was for, like, absolutely no reason, but that still does not give you a reason. There is no reason to call a federal agency and make up a complete lie about something that serious. Like, that is not something to toy around with or play around with. Like, that's someone's life that you're messing with. And earlier when I said that, like, we had bonded over things and he had opened up to me about things, he lost his daughter. I'm not really going to go into that because that's his personal business, but he lost his daughter. So I feel like, you know, why would you do that to new parents and to, you know, someone else that's, like, been through similar things that you have? Like, why would you want to put them through more stress and more pain? Because, like, we've already been through enough. We've been through a lot this year. We've been through a lot. And I definitely, I want to make that video so bad about everything, like, with the hospital and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, I really don't understand, like, what possessed him to do something like that. Like, I don't know. But now, as of today, it's actually me and Cam's 1-year anniversary, and I know that does not seem like a long time at all because we have a 3-month-old baby. But we're really happy. Things are getting better. I'm probably going to start working by this weekend, which I'm super excited about because I've been out of work for too long, let me tell you. I'm not used to not working. I mean, I know as a new mom, it takes a minute to go back to work and everything, but, like, everything just didn't go the way I had it planned while I was still pregnant, which is totally normal. That's just life. That's what happens. Nothing ever goes as planned. But I don't know, I'm just feeling really confident, and I just wanted to tell you guys that little story time. But, you know, at this point right now, I mean, I'm still upset about it just because of the fact that you should never do that to someone. That's a really mean and hurtful thing to do to anybody, let alone someone you called a friend, you know? So, shame on you, Bob. Shame on you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will definitely be posting more, even though I don't have, you know, the proper equipment that I wish I did, but that's okay. I'm gonna work with what I got. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye!